Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Hart, and today I'll be breaking down the PrizePicks board, going over the best two NBA bets I like for tonight's NBA playoff games. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Check out my Patreon link down below for more PrizePick picks. And let's get into this two pick breakdown. Before I get into the two picks, just want to break down the board and go over a recap of my picks from yesterday. So the picks from yesterday went 0-2. Not much we can do. I could be like 99% of the PrizePick bros or the YouTube channel people and just be like, "Oh, it was a fantastic day with the other picks still, even though we went 0-2 on those picks," and just cap. All they do is just cap, but I'm not gonna do that, you know? I'm gonna be real. I like being real on here, so, yeah, went 0-2. Not much we can do. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie, he he just couldn't hit a shot, kinda just like the first game. He had all the minutes he needed. He just could not hit a shot. He's just god awful. Kyle Kuzma is right. Um, I was looking to see if his potential assists were up yet. They are not, but I'm assuming it's 15 plus. I think he only ended with like 5 assists. So once again, the Brooklyn Nets just could not hit a shot in the second half, and it really just screwed his upside there. So I'd go back to the play. If we could go back in, I'd make the play once again because it made sense with the minutes, the usage, the upside. It was all there. It's just he's got awful. So not much we can do about that. Hopefully they're not in the playoffs after these next two games because I don't want to bet on the Nets guys because they're most frustrating people ever. And then the second one is Steph Curry. I think he is 44 fancy score, 44 and a half. And I think he finished with 38 or 39. He had 5 turnovers, which obviously does not help because they're 1 point off on the fantasy score. And he just couldn't hit a shot. 3 of 13 from three. Not much you can do about that. So yeah, just a frustrating night overall. 0-2 there on the Prize Pick picks. I can't remember. I think the last 0-2 day we had was like a month ago. So it's like they're far and few between, but they do happen, and I will mention them just because I know 99% of the people won't, and they'll just cap about how they won money with these random slips, or they'll only show green. It's just like, dude, really, come on. A lot of people lose. Most people lose. It's just like you don't have to hide it. You can admit it. So yeah, that's the recap there. Looking to hopefully go 2-0 today. Get on a nice little streak here for the rest of the playoffs. It's been great overall. Yeah, the past like 4 or 5 videos, it's just been like 1-1 every day, and then finally today we had the 0-2. It's just people can't hit their shots. It's like, come on, really? Just all I want is just a normal shooting night. We would have hit pretty much. I think we would have gone like 2-2, 4 to 5 past days if people just hit their shots. So we're that close to getting the 2-2 streak going. So looking to get it going today. Overall, the board today is going to be slightly tight just because it is Taco Tuesday. So we will get some good options, hopefully, coming out today. Hopefully, there's no Trey Young options. I just can't understand why people keep going to Trey Young for these tacos. It makes no sense. He's just been bad. He's just been super bad. But overall, I do think there is a lot of attackable lines, especially in this first game. Now, there is huge blowout risk. The first game blew out. This game has blowout risk. It's 10.5 point spread, but I think if this game stays close, I could see Trey Young, easily hitting this over here. Jalen Brown, same thing. Even DeAndre Hunter, I think that's pretty low there. So it's like I like a lot of these lines here for the fantasy score, but I'm not going to include in my video. Maybe I'll have like a risky price pick prop on my Patreon link down below, like a prop slip. But we'll have to wait and see. But for the first one today, I'm going to go to this game and I'm going to go to Malcolm Brogdon here at 11.5 points. As you can see, past 4 to 5, if you're one of those, chart people, he's hit it. But obviously that doesn't tell the whole story. But we're going to go with the over here. And the reason why I like this for Malcolm Brogdon right now is the fact that, he's still got excuse me, that's Derek White. Did not mean to go to him. Malcolm Brogdon here. He had 21 minutes. He just did not play well. So the game blew out. So he lost a few minutes because of that. And then he did not play well. So he lost a few minutes because of that. So I think in a close game here, even if the game does blow out in the end, we could see at least 25 to 27 minutes from Malcolm Brogdon, which is more than enough for him to hit the over there. He's super aggressive when he's out there. He gets to the free throw line. As you can see, a few of these games, he did, get like a spot start, but also a few of these games off the bench, 16 shots, 14, 13, 11. They really, really look to him being aggressive off the bench. And as you can see, if he gets the mid 20s minutes, like he's pretty much gotten the past month and a half, this line is way too low for him. I know there's some blowout risk there with this game, but I think this line is way too low and attackable for a guy like Malcolm Brogdon. So I'm going to be locking in his points there at 11.5. As we can see here, the juice is on the over, slightly on the over on DraftKings 120. Best odds we're getting are from Pinnacle, having minus 134 to hit the over there of 11.5. This is the Run Good Props dashboard. If you guys want 50% off your first month, make sure to check out my link down below and put in that discount coupon HEART for 50% off your first month. As you can see, we're getting, solid odds on it. The probability is there, 53.5% chance of, the overhitting. So I do like that. I think that's a very, very solid line there for Malcolm Brogdon. And the second one, I was debating on a few people, going back and forth with some fancy scores here. As I mentioned, for a few of those guys in that first game there do look very solid. Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, both look great there at their, fantasy scores. Even Jared Allen is just like these Cleveland guys are all playing just massive amounts of minutes, so their fantasy scores are a little too low. Norman Powell is a very interesting one. He was pretty limited in that first game there. But I mean, 21 fantasy score is very, very low. And then, Kevin Durant, fantasy score 48.5 is super low as well. So it's just like there's a lot to like here for the board as of right now. But I think I'm going to land on our boy Kevin Durant, 48.5 fantasy score. Going to take the over there. And the reason why I like this is for KD is the minutes thing, right? Like he played 45 minutes in this game. Only shot it 15 times, which is kind of like the lowest amount he shot since joining the Suns there. Usually it's going to be more closer to 20. 10 and 10 from the three throw line. We know he's a guy who can get fouled. He's fantastic at free throws. He's aggressive. He played 45 minutes, and he's one of those guys he's kind of been stuffed in the stat sheet since joining the Suns. His point per game has gone up. He's at 29. He's got 9 rebounds that last game, 11 assists, 2 blocks to steal. So yeah, I really like the over here for Kevin Durant. I expect him to be a little bit more aggressive. He did not score a single point in that first quarter, and he still went for 29 points, or excuse me, 27 points. I also don't think he scored a point in the third quarter. Maybe he hit it one basket. But yeah, he did not score in the first quarter. Don't think he scored in the third quarter. So he did all his damage in that second quarter and the fourth quarter there. So I like Kevin Durant to come out and be a lot more aggressive, get him involved, really heavy in this game just because they lost that first game. So they're going to need him. So I really like the over here for Kevin Durant. Fantasy score there of 48.5. We know he can get it done on all sides of the floor. And 45 minutes from Durant, I mean, he's way, way, way over a point per minute guy. So I really like the over there for Kevin Durant's fantasy score. So yeah, those are going to be the 2 picks for today. Malcolm Brogdon over 11.5 points. Kevin Durant over 48.5 fantasy score. And I do think there's a lot of attackable fantasy score lines here. Just, because I just don't think the board's accounting for a ton of minutes that these guys are playing. So I will have a few more picks on my prize picks. Not going to force it, but these are the 2 picks for today. So if you guys like it, hit that like button and subscribe. Check out my DraftKings DFS video breakdown, which should be out now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.